The history of all hitherto existing society is the history of class struggles. The ruling ideas of each age have ever been the ideas of its ruling class. Workers of the world, unite! You have nothing to lose but your chains. The proletarians have nothing to lose but their chains. They have a world to win. Every emancipation is a restoration of the human world and of human relationships to man himself. There is no road to socialism except through a period of revolutionary transformation. The working class is revolutionary or it is nothing. Revolutions are the locomotives of history. The weapon of criticism cannot, of course, replace the criticism of weapons. Social progress can be measured by the social position of the female sex. Capital is dead labor, which, vampire-like, lives only by sucking living labor. The worker becomes all the poorer the more wealth he produces. The production of too many useful things results in too many useless people. In capitalist society, capital is independent and has individuality, while the living person is dependent and has no individuality. Accumulation of wealth at one pole is, therefore, at the same time accumulation of misery at the opposite pole. The circulation of commodities is the starting point of capital. Surplus value is the secret of profit. The bourgeoisie cannot exist without constantly revolutionizing the instruments of production. Capitalism tends to destroy its two sources of wealth, nature and human beings. Labor produces not only commodities, it produces itself and the worker as a commodity. Philosophers have only interpreted the world in various ways. The point, however, is to change it. Religion is the sigh of the oppressed creature. It is the opium of the people. Man makes religion. Religion does not make man. Human nature is not a fixed essence. It is the ensemble of social relations. The first premise of all human history is, of course, the existence of living human individuals. Life is not determined by consciousness, but consciousness by life. Freedom is the recognition of necessity. The human being is in the most literal sense a zoon politikon, not only a social animal, but an animal which can develop only in the society. Alienation is the estrangement of people from aspects of their human nature. The emancipation of man is the emancipation of all human senses and qualities. Democracy is the road to socialism. Necessity is blind until it becomes conscious. Freedom is the consciousness of necessity. Bureaucracy is the imaginary state alongside the real state. The state is the executive committee of the bourgeoisie. Men make their own history, but they do not make it as they please. The ideas of the ruling class are in every epoch the ruling ideas. Property is theft, often attributed to Proudhon, but Marx used the idea critically in discussing private property. The less you eat, drink, buy books, go to the theater, etc., the more you save, the greater becomes your treasure. A society that does not value labor cannot sustain justice. Freedom consists in converting the state from an organ superimposed upon society into one completely subordinate to it. To be radical is to grasp things by the root. Criticism of religion is the beginning of all criticism. The writer must earn money in order to live and write, but he must by no means live and write for the purpose of making money. History does nothing. It does not possess immense riches. It does not fight battles. It is man, real, living man, who does all that. Reason has always existed, but not always in a reasonable form. Industry and commerce produce modernity, but they also bring alienation. The division of labor offers advantages to capital and disadvantages to labor. In a higher phase of communist society, the enslaving subordination of the individual to the division of labor will have vanished. The worker puts his life into the object, and his life no longer belongs to him but to the object.